Earlier this year, we brought you news of the Cedar Falls Public Library taking applications for public artwork to be on display in their atrium. Just this past month, an artist was chosen.
Right now, we've selected a final artist. We went through an open call for artists, and we have selected the artist, and we are in the process of signing a contract and scheduling a time for him to come install it.
The idea came about shortly after the building opened 10 years ago.
It's a large space, and we felt it was perfect for a work of art, and it just took us several years to talk about what would be appropriate, where we would get the funding, and go from there. That there were no tax dollars used for this project. It's purely through the generosity of people who support the library. The Friends of the Library have pledged funds for it. We're using some of the original library building funds for it because the way the board sees it, it kind of is a finishing touch for this building that opened 10 years ago. It's kind of, you know, the icing on the cake, and we will be applying for some grants too.
The Cedar Falls Public Library put together an art committee to help in the process of attaining the artwork. It is even comprised of a few members of the Cedar Falls Public Art Committee. Artists from all over the nation sent in their proposals earlier this spring, and over the summer the committee narrowed it down to 3 semi-finalists. After interviewing the top 3 choices, the committee narrowed down the choice to John Rogers, an artist from Oregon.
Well, I think from the very beginning we talked about having something in that space that capitalized on the airiness and the light and the interplay that was possible with the light there. And so when we looked at the proposals, that's what we watched for. And John Rogers, our artist, is one that has done pieces before where he used glass that interacted with the environment and caught the eye and made you think about the space and the light. And that's kind of what we were looking for.
The piece is called Efflorescence. It is a glass and cable sculpture that will be hanging from the walls of the atrium.
And it is glass and cable. So he will anchor cable to the walls, and on the cables there will be pieces of this glass that is kind of an elliptical shape that he has specially treated. And as the light changes, and possibly even if snow is on the ground, when you move a certain way, it changes color, it reflects other objects, so it's always kind of in motion. Even though it's stationary, it will appear to be in motion.
The official deadline for this project is January 28th. However, the library is confident that it will be finished by the end of the 2014 year. Rogers will have the glass created before he comes to Cedar Falls. It is estimated that it will take a couple days to install the art.
And then he also will be doing some of it while the library is open. And he welcomes questions from the public. He likes to have the public watch what he's doing. And he's agreed to do a program when he's here so that the people can ask him questions about his art and learn more about it.
Cedar Falls City News will keep you updated on this project as it progresses.